Well, there's a weekend of violence in Columbus, continuing an uptick of shootings and homicides that the city has been dealing with now for a year and a half. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on NBC4 at 5. I'm Brad Johansson.
I'm Jennifer Bullock. NBC4's Alan Henry is live outside of City Hall, where leaders are mourning one of this weekend's victims. Alan?
Well, Jennifer, 45-year-old Tarika Cradle was shot and killed inside her home early Sunday morning. She worked for the city of Columbus for 9 years before becoming the city's 111th homicide victim this year.
She was a great example, a shining light.
That's how Mayor Ginther is remembering Tarika Cradle. Cradle started working with the city after graduating from the first class of the Restoration Academy.
Just a huge loss. She was a beacon of light, of hope for our entire community, but particularly our neighbors that are restored citizens that are coming back from experience with criminal justice system or incarceration.
According to 911 calls released today, Cradle was found dead in her home on Jane Avenue by family members in what appeared to be a home invasion. Police say Cradle's death came in the midst of a violent weekend for the city as homicides and assaults continue to happen at a record pace.
Bullets don't have names, and just over the weekend we had multiple incidents where 3 or more people were struck by gunfire in one incident.
When it comes to solutions, police say they can only do so much.
We can put all the patrols out we want, but if the community is not doing their part to minimize violence, then we're going to continue to see these record numbers.
I asked Mayor Ginther if the city can do more. He says in the coming days they'll announce new initiatives, but declined to tell me specifics.
We're going to continue to focus on this comprehensive approach. Things that are working, do more of them and expand them, and things that aren't working, stop those and moving on to other things. I think the people of Columbus need to know this is my top priority, and we're absolutely focused on doing what we can to make sure everybody's safe.
And City Council just held a moment of silence for Tarika Cradle during the start of their meeting here tonight. Mayor Ginther tells me he has not yet reached out to her family, but will do so in the coming days. He also tells me he has not spoken to Chief Bryant yet about this weekend's violence, but will also do that in the coming days. Local for you at City Hall, Alan Henry, NBC4.